For anybody joining us that you don't know what Roguemon is, if you know what Kaizo Ironmon is, or Ironmon, or any like kind of form like that, it's like that, but minor tweaks here and there. For one, as you can see, you can choose a very specific typing where only those type of Pokemon will start off in the wild for you to choose from. So you have all the different types to choose from. You even have different difficulty levels, like as you can see, keep going up with each one having its own little like subset of rules and whatnot. And the neat thing is there's sections, like they split up like each area into like different sections that you have to complete. And as you complete like certain sections have special rewards at the end of them, like completing all of the, like each of the gym leaders, you get a reward. Certain sections that are a bit tougher will give you a reward, like Mount Moon, Silco, Victory Road. I believe those are the three sections that will give you a reward, and all the like rewards and whatnot can like really change how your gameplay is. So like it adds a bit of a roguelike to Ironmon. My issue with Kaizo Ironmon, did I get that right? Yes. If I remember correctly, it was needlessly punishing and repetitive. Yeah, so the nice thing about this is with the way it starts off, it's not nearly as rough, and you can get into runs a lot quicker. Just to give you guys an idea, I completed Poison in 39 runs, I completed Water in 23 runs, and I completed Electricity in 9. So, to give you an idea of how quickly like things can go decently well for you, especially with being an A1 difficulty, it is a very much more so forgiving. A2 will make it a significantly harder, but it'll still be, fairly decent and fun. But I'm excited to get to this and pretty much just play through. If at any point anybody wants me to try a specific type, just let me know. Obviously, I don't want to bother doing Poison, Water, or Electric because I've already finished it. But if this gets popular enough, I'll make it like a channel point redeem, so I can have a list of like, okay, what types do people want me to check out and all that. But let's just get to it. You know what? I'm feeling Ghost. Now the nice thing is it has everything like already pre-randomized, and it'll like automatically do everything. One nice thing about Roguemon, instead of like choosing the tracker ball, I get to look at each of the Mons, and I get to pretty much like choose, okay, which one do I want to try and start off with. So Corsola, like 410 BST, theoretically that would be the best overall, so I'm gonna just pick Corsola because obviously having a solid BST is nice. A neat thing is they got this Gachamon thing where it's like you're opening packs and it'll like rate the mon that you pick, so you can have an idea of like how good it should be. Alright, so and then Suction Cups, if anybody wants to know, prevents this Pokemon from being forced to switch out, which that's kind of whatever, doesn't really matter one way or another. Oh, I missed the bit of what you said there because I started Octopath 2, got blasted. Oof. Hate it when games do that. But long story short, then the nice thing is like one of the things that made it less forgiving is you don't have to choose your tracker ball. You can just pick whichever one you think is going to work best, because all the Pokemon are going to be legal. Because you're always going to start with lower Pokemon that can evolve. You'll never like run into like, oh, I can't use this because it's a 600 BST Pokemon type of deal. And you can kind of like pick and choose like, okay, I know this is a decent Pokemon, yada yada. Alright, so we got decent attack, not great special attack, and we're slow. Well, Explosion isn't going to work for us, so we're just going to have to hope that we can make it through the fight. Alright, Ghost Ground. I'm going to hit Muddy Water. Muddy Water's our best bet. Perfect. Alright, see? Instantly. First try, out the lab. And then as you can see, like here in the tracker, this is where we will see all of our like prizes and options and things like that come up. If you don't want to search for any mons, you can pick any of these up, but I think if I remember correctly, if you pick one of them up, you have to pick all of them up, and then you have to choose from there which one you want to use. Another nice thing about this compared to regular Kaizo Ironmon is you're not stuck with like only one encounter per like route to begin with to try and figure out your pivot. You get up to 5 catches in total, and you can catch like the same Pokemon over and over again just to be like, okay, which one's going to be the best IV's ability, whatever. Now, what I normally do, for the most part, is I always like to see what the level 9 is in the forest. I feel like always grabbing the level 9 is just a smart choice no matter what. And checking it out. Another nice thing about everything, Marvel scale. Yeah, so whenever I have a status effect, defenses increase by 50%, which is solid. Low attack, which is whatever, plus defense minus speed. I mean, special attack's okay, but if the special attack was with the special defense, I'd be all over this. Alright, we'll keep running the Drifloon for now because of the speed. But as of right now, I'm not gonna go with... we'll check out the doggo. Also, all catch rates are just 100%, so you don't have to like play a game of, can I actually use this mon or not? Shell Armor, 16 speed. What does Shell Armor do again? Prevents this Pokemon from receiving crits. Okay, not receiving crits is decent. Plus attack, kind of a split deal. Ooh, Drill Peck? Best, like the best flying move out there? Okay, I could see Doggo being good. Shell Armor's nice. What else do we got? I want to see. Ghastly's just always a good choice because of what it can possibly like evolve into based on, you know, everything. Alright, Ghastly. What do we got? Show me what you got, Ghastly. Suction Cups. Gross. Low speedy. Decent. I mean, no special. Honestly, like the way that everything's like split out, this is probably pretty decent. Superpower and like Spit Up's useless to me because I'm never gonna be able to use it. Muddy Water is like a solid enough thing. If Ghastly had better moves, I'd probably be more into it. Alright, so we got still one more mon to possibly run in here too. Pumpkaboo. Do I really want to try? You know what? Screw it. We're here. We're here, and at worst, like I think I catch another. Actually, do I even want to try another? Honestly, I think I'm good with Greavard the way it is. The plus attack minus defense. I think that's fine. Alright, unless plus is kind of shit, but it's 3 stars. What does it have? Minus defense makes me sad. Pursuit, Water Spout, Skull Bash, Like I know it says it's 3 stars, but I'm genuinely unimpressed. Alright. Let's see if there's at least like maybe one more interesting ghost Pokemon we can see, but as of right now, I don't know. Would I want Phantom? I don't think so. Ayo, Frizetti! How's it going? You know what? I'm gonna run the Greavard. I got a free explosion. I'm not gonna force myself to try and find anything else and possibly screw me over. So, all right. So we talk to this man. We choose our mon. We won't nickname anything just yet. I'm not into it. We can equip the egg from here, which is nice. And now we get our first thing of like, hey, what can we do? One different thing about Roguemon versus like a Kaizo Ironmon is you have a cap on how many HP heals and how many status heals you can have. So like getting a plus 50 cap, it's decent. I normally don't try and go for it right away. Getting 2 potions and a paralyzed heal, definitely not bad. I personally, anytime you can get some wild fights in, that's where you want to go in. So this will allow us to do 1 fight in Route 1, 2, and 22. And we also get a potion for it. So we pick that, we'll get a little symbol up there, and that little symbol will track how many times we can do things. I will say the tracker will technically, like if we accidentally go into the grass too far and we don't get out and like we run into another okay, so you're about the same. If we run into another mon, it will technically count down the tracker as a encounter. That being said, whenever that happens to me, I usually just go like, okay, let's be reasonable. I didn't actually do the fight. Why would we count this? Type of deal, right? All right, and then finally we go to 22. I don't know if it's specifically. Oh, right. It didn't show like the overall like what it said, but one of the things with the like wild fights is you can't like go to like a Poke Center or anything like that to heal in between. That's a no-no. All right, another neat thing about Roguemon is you have to complete each section without healing at a Pokemon Center. If you heal at a Pokemon Center, it turns off that section you're working on completely. So you have to like really balance out like how you're using your heals. Ooh, adding in rolling kick. Honestly, 85 though. I hate the 85 accuracy. I'm fine with it on Crabhammer because we do at least need 1 special attack, which would be nice. So I don't think I want to get rid of that just yet. Weather Ball's kind of weird, but it can turn into something decent. So that might be worth holding on to. And then Sand Tomb could be at least decent chip damage. That's also 70. You know what? I'll switch out Sand Tomb. I might regret it later, but I'm switching out Sand Tomb. Oh, hey, look at that. Rolling kick. And then I'll just drill peck to save it. Let's see. Any other things that I can think of off the top of my head? You're not allowed to farm friendship by just running. That's against the rules. Yeah, I was gonna say, trying to hit this with Crabhammer's not gonna do any good. Hitting this with Crabhammer, on the other hand, that will do me good. Let's see. Just like in Kaizo Ironmon, evolutions are random. But the neat thing about Roguemon is, so long as the Pokemon is under, I think, 450 BST, it can still evolve again into a higher level BST Pokemon. It just, instead of being like, okay, here's its natural like evolve level, it's whatever the BST of the Pokemon is divided by 10. So you could evolve into a 480 at 48 type of deal. Big difference in this is that you can heal outside of battle, which is, again, a part of the reason why there is a heal cap. So instead of having to go into a battle to do any of your healing, you're a little bit safer this way. Hit it with the Crabhammer. Ooh, Aeroblast. Do we want like a nuke? Honestly, I think I kind of just want the weather all right now. And we're set with drill peck. You know what? I'm fine. I don't need to double up on flying. Drill peck. Ooh, you got stab drill peck. Look at you. Other than that, I'm sure it'll, like, obviously it'll come up, but like things like certain berries, vitamins, and whatnot have to be used or equipped right away. Getting a hyper potion this early isn't great. Nice thing is it doesn't put the full 200 towards our HP cap. It puts how much it would actually heal against our HP cap. So as of right now, it's only putting 45 towards our HP cap. But as obviously as I level up and get more HP, that will increase. Alright, magnet's kind of useless. Obviously, if anybody has any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. And if I don't happen to know, I'll check the website. Another nice thing is like they have a lot of quality of life stuff. So instead of having to run back through Viridian Forest to fight your rival just shows up on the way to Brock. Alright, Silcoon, I'm not mad about that, because that's Drill Peck. And then Ground Ghost, we Crab Hammer. Huge. Alright. Big Mushroom means nothing. I definitely need to go through Spotify and see if I can find some more, I guess, hype DMCA free music. I just went through a bunch of Game Chop stuff and like loaded up a playlist real quick, so I was at least ready for this. So if we find any songs that we don't care for, I will remove them as they come on. Driplin. Oh. We were faster, so I'm gonna waste a Weather Ball. Alright, so you have decent defense because you survived. Berry type, we don't have anything specific for that. Drill Peck? No Drill Peck again. I will say I'm not like the world's greatest note taker when it comes to stats. I usually just kind of go with, okay, did I do half damage? Yes, no. Ooh. Okay, that was actually really decent special attack, even though it wasted Sword Stance. Alright, it's a Hop Hip, it's not that strong. Alright, we'll use another potion and then go from here. It has Crunch. I hate that. As much as I hate it, I'm gonna just Hyper. Let's test Crab Hammer. I don't remember what barrier does. His barrier is defense. All right, I'm gonna keep Crab Hammering. It's officially our best option. Grimer comes out. Drill Peck. I can live with Drill Peck. You had that. That should. Wow. Okay. That's even from a super effective. That's insane. Oh wait, barrier might have still been up. Hold on. Let me just undo that real quick. That might have been barrier case. Drill Peck. Crab Hammer. See how your special defense. Okay. Plus on defense, minus on speedy. Cool. All right, cool. We made it through Brock. Which works out really well because I plan on making every run that makes it past Brock into its own separate video for YouTube. So, first run of Ghost, we make it past Brock, which is huge. Alright, let's see. TMs, what do you give us? You give us Ice Ball. I don't want Ice Ball. After each gym, you usually get a increase to your HP cap and status cap, and then you get a handful of rewards. So we used a lot of heals, so some more potions would probably be pretty decent. I'm not horribly worried about status heals at this exact point. We already got 2, which I don't remember what they even are. Nice thing is we don't have to choose exactly right now. All right, so we got a paralyze, heal, and a burn heal. You know what? Honestly, that's probably pretty decent anyways. Um, any vitamin. Even though we have a plus in attack, our special attacks already is still going up higher. I think, honestly, I'm gonna go with this, and then I'm gonna take a protein. So whenever you get items that need to be used right away, it literally tells you in the tracker, which is incredibly nice. I love that little feature. All right, so we did that. After each area, you get like a little like trade out phase where you can like say you don't really need your burn heals, or like maybe you're steel type and you don't need a poison heal. You can trade it out and then go for another heal. And then things like full heal are worth 3 heals. So if like you have like a lot of status space and you have a full heal, you could break it down and separate it into 3 separate ones. We're like, okay, well, I haven't been seeing a lot of like burn happening, but I've been seeing a lot of paralyzed. Let's break down the full heal and go straight into like, uh, did I say paralyzed or poison? Doesn't really matter. You know what I'm trying to say. The nice thing is, like, if I wanted to, I could technically break down all of the potions and then turn them into two supers. Which, you know what, honestly, I kind of like that. Another thing is after each like major phase, so pretty much after each gym fight, except for after Blaine, because usually you go straight from Blaine into Giovanni, you have a cleansing phase. And then you must sell all non-healing items, including TMs, unless they have been unlocked. So you got to come in here and you sell everything off. So TM case, if you're gonna use the TM from the gym, it's like you use it right away. If not, you got to sell it off. You cannot use any of the TMs that you pick up unless you pick a whatchamacallit, a reward for it. But you can use the TMs from the gyms right away, so long as your Pokemon can actually learn it. All right, buy. All right, I usually buy 21 repels. 21 repels is usually the right amount. Gotta remember to heal before. And yeah, I think it was the right choice to use the hyper when we did. Joe Peck. Almost. We'll finish off with Weather Ball. All right, Joe Peck again, best move. Rolling kick. Execute, Joe Peck. All right, good. Joe Peck kills there. Ooh, yes, give me more of the grass types, please. I don't really have much of a choice here. All right, that's pretty much there. This is why we're using Weather Ball, so we can save our thing. Ooh, I'm gonna try Crabhammer just because we got intimidated. All right, you got decent Spidey. That's fine. Alright, okay, so we evolve at 30, so depending on how things go in Mount Moon, there's a good chance that we will evolve either like directly in Mount Moon or just after Mount Moon. Alright, you color changed, which is helpful. I probably should just Weather Ball, but it's not that big of a deal. We got plenty of PP to get through this. Focus Band does me no good. Joe Peck the Pumpkaboo. Ooh. Hell, I was about to use Weather Ball, but Art Ghost, that won't work. Pick a Peck, Drill Peck. Alright. Rolling Kick. Please don't miss. Perfect. Speaking of Rolling Kick. Beautiful. Pick a Peck. We already know Joe Peck does the trick. And then we need to face you. Perfect. And then Electabuzz. You know what? Let's test Crabhammer. Ooh, definitely do not use Crabhammer. Rolling Kick. Ooh, you actually have... You just have really good everything. Also, ooh, Earthquake? Gross. Though it does, I will say, it did not seem like you had great attack. Pound? Nah. Pound's kind of useless to us. Alright, next move is at 28, so that's not bad. If I could get Shadow Ball on this, that'd be insane. Ooh. That's solid there. Flex and status category. Okay, so, you know what? Off chance. Okay. So you're just a bit of a wall for us for now, unless we get a decent special. Nope. Come on, game. Just let me turn slowly. Thank you. Ooh, calcium. Yes, please. I'm not going to say no to calcium. Because that will give us even more special attack to get us ready for, hopefully, a crunch, maybe? Alright. Let's get our randomized... Ooh, Chikorita. Alright. Chikorita will end up being our HM friend. You always want to buy your Magikarp for your HM friend. Alright, am I healed up? Yeah, I look good. Alright, bag. Repel, use. Quick attack, pretty useless to us. Ooh, PP Max. I know exactly what that's going on. I know exactly what that's going on. It is going on Drill Peck, because I can guarantee you right now Drill Peck is never leaving the moveset. Charcoal doesn't mean anything to me. I know I could do like a whole trick to make sure that he doesn't look up at us, but I never worry about it. I'm usually trying to full clear anyways. Plus he normally... Ooh, you know what? Let's take advantage of Weather Ball. Energy Powder is nice. That's a good 50 heal for us. Tiny Mushroom means nothing. Mystic Water means nothing. Avoid this man. Cleansing Tag means nothing. Roll out. Never gonna use that. Sacred Ash, something that we can never use. Now, for me, when it comes to Mount Moon, a Guava Berry. Yeah, I'll put it on. Better than having nothing. I don't really worry about confusion all that much, to be honest. Now, what I normally like to do for Mount Moon is I like to take care of the gatekeepers first. All right, Burn's bad. Let me test Crabhammer real quick. Only reason why I didn't want to heal off my burn right away was because there was a chance he was going to just click Will-O-Wisp again, and I know I didn't have anything else to heal it off. But I like to do the gatekeepers here first, so that way if I ever have to just, get out, I can. Or not special attack, minus defense. And then Esper comes out. You have... Okay. A Guava Berry already used, but find enough. We get Master Ball. Right. I'm going to try and play it a little... Okay, we already know Capsicid dead. Pat Rat, I can't imagine. Yeah, that's what we like to see. We're going to go for Crabhammer because super effective. I can't tell if that was a crit. That might have been a crit, but I'm going to mark it as such. That's the one problem at playing 400 speed. Yeah, we'll keep that on. Max Elixir is nice. Oh shit, we already have 2 Max Elixirs. That's nuts. In Roguemon, you can leave the section. Ooh, Lumberry? Don't mind if I do. You can leave the section and come back. It's the only time the section ends is if you heal. Blast burn, boring. Alright, I think it's just smart to try your best to always clear this section. Alright, I'm willing to invest the energy powder for this. Magneton, not. Ooh, hello, Weather Ball. Well, don't mind if I do. Poison flying, Weather Ball. Actually, ooh. Alright, rolling kick. I just realized I probably actually shouldn't be marking anything if I kill it with Weather Ball, thinking about it. Because it automatically makes the move even stronger. Alright. The nice thing is with and well, we know our Chikorita can't handle that. If we at least clear Mount Moon without doing anything else, we can get a super potion as the reward, so it'll at least kind of balance out, and the reward essentially becomes the fact that we did I mark you? I did not. And the reward essentially becomes the XP that we gained along the way. Alright, so far, these fights have been going in our favor. A lot of stuff that's weak to what we got to throw at them. Dragon Ghost, yeah. Jolpeck, solid enough. And then Dazzling Gleam wasn't anything crazy, so I'm gonna... Especially with that being 80, that was not an impressive amount of damage. Oh yeah, we gotta do this Team Rocket fight. Timber should die to Drill Peck. Ponyta. Ooh, that was a crit. Not gonna mention that. Drill Peck. Alright, neutral damage. I'll try a Crab Hammer next time. That'll at least be a neutral special attack. Alright. I'm gonna assume Drill Peck should kill. Yeah. New move? Rest. Boo. Rock Ruff. We gotta hit Crab. Well, I was gonna say we don't have to hit Crab Hammer. We could have tried Rolling Kick. Alright. One more fight, and then we get the full clear prize. Psychic Normal. I'm gonna try Drill Peck. Alright. Neutral. We'll just Drill Peck again. That was a roll. Alright. Elixir. We already have 2 max elixirs. I'm not worried about that. HP cap, we're not necessarily near HP cap at the moment, so I'm not worried about that either. I'm going to take the reroll chip. And as you can guess, the reroll chip is quite literally, I get to reroll the selection of rewards. Alright, level 28 getting out of here isn't necessarily bad. I feel like 28 to 30 is like that kind of sweet spot. Alright, I don't need that anymore. Out of curiosity, the TM trainers, Lovely Kiss, no. And Frustration. Alright. More often than not, the TM tutors are, at least those ones, they always seem to be kind of crap. Like, if you have, like, if the other 2 options you have for rewards are literally just like, nah, you don't want them type of deal, then by all means, pick the TM tutors. Ew. So Crab Hammer and... Alright, well, Crab Hammer's... Alright, rolling kick. So pretty much about the same no matter what. If I had a fire move, that'd probably be a lot better. Crab Hammer. Ooh, crab hammer is pulled. So giraffe rake plus on the spitty. Not great. Alright, you should die. Perfect. And then we already know you die to crab. Ooh. I was gonna say you died to crab. I thought you died to crab hammer at least. Alright, one more level and we evolve. So probably like what, first couple battles on the bridge. We really need a solid evolution. Preferably something that's gonna like just dump a bunch of stats into either attack or special. Preferably attack just based off of the moves we have. Everything's neutral damage anyways. Alright, I'm gonna hit Drill Peck's Grudge, huh? Alright, well, if I'm gonna lose anything, I'd rather lose Weather Ball. Slugma, we hit Crab Hammer. Seal hitting Drought. Again, theoretically, that would have been nice, but whatever. And then, well, of course, now. Alright. Alright. Jengamo. Alright, we can kill that with the Drill Peck. Ghastly Drill Peck. Neutral on that. Clan Pearl. Dead. Alright, next fight. I think next fight should get us 30. Oh, especially with the Gloom. Alright, Amnesia coming in. I'm just gonna Drill Peck. And then that. Yeah. Alright. What are we gonna evolve into? And do we get another evolution? We get Mega Sableye. Jesus. Okay. Straight into a 480. Not exactly what I would have wanted. Ooh, plus 20. Like, plus 20 is almost all around, except for special attack only getting 5 and Spidey only getting 15. But honestly, I'll take that spread. Wants to learn Blast Burn. Do we pick up Blast Burn over Weather Ball? I think we pick up Blast Burn over Weather Ball at this point. 4 stars. 4 stars for our Mega Sableye. I'm not mad about it. Not mad about it. A little sad we didn't get more special, especially now that we're a Ghost Dark type. Which is great because now we're only weak to Fairy. So that's huge. But yeah, losing out on all the extra specials gonna suck, especially if we do get a dark move. But if we can pick up a ghost move, I think we'll be really cooking. All right, Psychic. Might as well start off with Drill Peck. Ooh. Onyx comes out. Crab Hammer. I feel like you might have had a lot of HP based on how slow your health went down, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Drill Peck. All right, we'll take that. All right, Mr. Nugget Man, what do you have? Gulping these nuts. Okay, Drill Peck. Smoochum comes out. Blast Burn. Just because of how strong Blast Burn is, I'm not going to mark anything down that I kill with Blast Burn. I did the same thing with my electric run when I had a Iron Hands that had the Rock Head ability, and I had Volt Tackle on it. I was like, pretty much, like, the only reason why I'm gonna take the time to mark it down is if something somehow survives Volt Tackle, which nothing ever did. Nothing ever survived Volt Tackle. Nah, shit, I didn't want to go forward too far. You know what? That's fine. You know what? Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's actually just works out in our favor. Sandygast, Crab Hammer. I don't think that said that was a crit, but I mean, I don't care if it really did or not. Drill Peck. Drill Peck, baby. Fire Crab Hammer. Not mad about it. Oh. We had a paraheal, right? You know what? I'll risk it. I want to make it through the section. Jopek. Beautiful. Very steel. I'm gonna go rolling kick only because we had our attack jump up so much. Clan Pearl. All right, we know that dies. We'll crab hammer this. All right, solid. Ayapapa. Equipapa. Jilbur comes out. Crap. I would definitely love something to replace Crabhammer. Everstone. I don't know what exactly I'd prefer. I'd probably say just about any special move, to be 100% honest. That's at least a little bit of damage. Master Ball means nothing to us. Alright, Bill. I'm getting the thing. We'll do the thing. You'll give me a ticket. Life will be good. Alright, ooh, we learn a move next level. I'm happy about that. Alright, Rock Ruff. We are going to Crabhammer. Coughing comes out. Jopek. Jopek does the trick. We'd love to see that. Stomp, kind of boring. We already faced you. Accidentally faced you. Anorith. You know, I'll try Jopek just to see. Alright, and then we got this guy over here, and that will be this section fully cleared. Intimidate, huh? Alright, well, Crabhammer. Crabhammer. Alright, Cotton Spore. Pff, no. That's even with attack down, so that's good. That's good information to know. Weasel comes out. Jopek. Flame. Oh, well, that's actually really bad for us. Yeah, because I don't think we have anything, do we? We have a Lum. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're so lucky. I forgot that we picked up the Lum. Alright, Dartrix. Actually, I'll say you, because you seemed like you had a lot of health. Alright, Misty, with the Trubbish, Jopek. One down. Fairy, we don't have anything special with that. Neutral, and... Okay. Steel Ghost. Oh, alright, as much as this is gonna suck, I gotta hit Blast Burn. String Shot, just slow me down, that's fine. Rolling Kick. Rough Skin, that's whatever. Turtle comes out. Jopek. 2 Rough Skins in a row. Okay, good. We got the Blast Burn. This is a little risky, I know. Rolling Kick super effective. Flinch, I'll take it. It only has Water Gun. We're fine. Oh, okay, we saved our heals. That's actually huge. we're down statuses, but we saved our actual heals. 100 HP cap is good. Come on, give me a good move, please. Sky Uppercut's not bad. I might actually switch that for Rolling Kick. If I can learn it out, obviously. Okay. I think temporary found item just is dumb. I don't like it. I don't think an extra 100 HP cap is going to do us any good. I think the biggest thing here is we need Super Potion and status heals. Paralyze is huge. And we've yet to be poisoned. I'm going to pick up a burn. I'm going to pick up the 2 things that we've actually had to deal with. Alright, let's take a look. So, Sky Uppercut is 85 power, so even stronger than Rolling Kick. And it's more accurate. Yeah, Sky Uppercut's the way to go. Perfect. Alright. Rolling Kick, you are out. Yeah, it's just, the biggest thing is I won't be able to flinch anything, but I'll be able to hit harder and more consistently, which I think is the big thing. All right. Again, I think we're in a good position here with that, so I'm going to say screw that. Selling phase. TMs. Nothing here is anything that we would honestly want. Alright, so Everstone's out, Max Revive out, Nugget out, Sacred Ash out, Cleansing Tag, Mystic Water, Mushroom, Charcoal, Focus Band, and that should be all set with that. I am going to buy at least like 24 more. I usually like having 30 at this point. Not that I obviously need that many by any stretch, but you know, I think it's nice to have on hand. And I don't remember if I healed, but I'm healing again anyways. All right, and then we just keep moving on. Rock and Ice, Sky Uppercut, please give me that quad damage. Dead. Eevee, you also get Sky Uppercut. Why do so many things have rough skin? Jesus. Alright, I think I'm gonna move around where I think I'm gonna move around where I have my attacks now. I think I want Blast Burn to be in the bottom right hand corner because that's the one thing I'm gonna be using the least. That's pretty much I wanna either I need something to get off of the screen, or I just want to end the fight and conserve other PP. Lemonade's nice. Alright. Bright Powder. That would be kind of cool to unlock if we could, but I'm not worried about it. Frigibax, Sky Uppercut. Bugweed Drill Peck. We come down here, pick up an item. Another max elixir. Jesus. We're just swimming in max elixirs at this point. Alright, Cutie Fly comes out before I forget. Blast, yeah. I think that's fair. Depending on, yeah. So we Drill Peck. No surprise, you're dead. Oh, don't confuse me. Okay, they got that. Alright. Drill Peck. Drill Peck. What I wouldn't give for a ghost or a I'll just double Drill Peck. We got plenty of PP and Drill Peck. Ooh. Next level we gotta move. Alright everybody, it's like we want a ghost or at worst a dark move. Like if we could get Crunch, that would be insane. Even with only 48 special attack, will kind of bailing it out with the fact that it'd be a stab crunch would be huge. We drill peck. Crab hammer. And we drill peck. Alright, perfect. That bit's done. Awakening is nice. Though out of all the statuses, I would say sleep is usually the one that I'm the least concerned of dealing with. I gotta remember that Prism is the, what, Confusion Berry? I need to remember I have that because I often forget that I have those as options. We drill peck you. And neutral damage, that's fine. Gotharita again. Like, give me Shadow Ball, or hell, I would even take like Shadow Claw. Double team, come on. Alright, this absolutely dies to drill peck, no question about it. I feel like I'm at the point where, at the very least, if I'm hitting super effective, I'm killing it. And if it is super effective and I don't kill it, then you know its stats are insane. You know, I'll hit it with Crab Hammer. Screw it. You gave me Drizzle? I'll run with it. Hour. I'll check Crab Hammer first. Alright, did the trick. I'm sure Sky Uppercut would have also worked. But it's nice to know to like have that in my back pocket, right? Alright. We're at least gonna learn 4 more moves naturally, which is nice. Ooh. Blast Burn? I'll waste two blast burns just to make sure I don't get effect spored, so I can actually clear the rest of this section. Psychic, even though I'm intimidated, that still kills. That's good information. Sneasel, we know this dies. Pupitar, don't protect. Come on. Pupitar definitely seemed like it had solid HP there. Rock Steel, we Sky Uppercut. I said we Sky Uppercut this. Okay, Drill Peck easily kills. There's no way it doesn't. Let's say same for that. 480 is absolutely a doable BST, especially for A1 difficulty. I was gonna say, I won water with a Whimsicott, which I think that was only like 460 or something like that. Like, I legitimately thought that run was over when I turned into Whimsicott, but it worked out because I think I had like it had Compound Eyes and Play Rough. So 100 accuracy, Play Rough, stabbed Play Rough. It was insane. Revival Herb, Sharp Beak, Magnet. Nice. Cool. No good items. Not a single one. Siege comes out. We drill peck. We get sad because... Alright. Everything's starting to kind of come back. Okay, there we go. And then still got the Golett. That's fine. I mean, granted, it doesn't evolve until 43 anyways. Perfect. Alright. Easy rival fight. Easy rival fight. Alright. Now we pick up our HM friend, teach him cut, and we take on Surge, which is gonna be a noise. I feel like we're making somewhat decent time. I honestly can't tell you exactly like what the general pace of things are, but I would say if I can get through a full run, it takes about 2.5 hours, something like that. I was about to say, when the hell did we pick up Sludge Bomb? It was from the Team Rocket through the one door. Sludge Bomb would be really sick. Ooh. Wait, did I heal? Yeah, I have all my whatchamacallit, all my drill packs. Sky Uppercut. Execute, drill pack. Alright, cool. Getting that PP max when we did is so good. Ooh, Vine Whip. 10 uses, only 35. Do we get rid of Blast Burn? Do we get rid of Blast Burn? What's the calculator say? So with fire in here, we literally are doing neutral damage to everything, bare minimum. If we get rid of that and we add in grass, we're still doing... Okay, so just between these three, you get neutral damage against everything. That's kind of nuts. I guess the big thing is adding in grass. I don't think it helps us out on anything specific off the top of my head. Other, like, yeah, cool, I can do quad damage on a lot of the ground rock types. Oh wait, no, I mean, we don't have anything specifically for water. That would be good for that. Fire is more of steel types, but I got that covered with fighting. Grass types I got covered with drill pack. Bug types, drill pack. Ice types, fighting. Yeah, you know what? I think I get rid of Blast Burn. Again, even though Vine Whip's not that strong, Blast Burn is kind of like, it's more of a nuke, and odds are I'm not going to be touching that one specific move anyways. Nope, nope, nope. Haha, first try, baby, let's go. Alright, Ice Psychic. Pretty much neutral damage down the board. Sky Uppercut is technically slightly stronger anyways. I'm gonna hit Sky Uppercut. Alright. Next time we'll try Crab Hammer. Okay, oh, perfect. Hello, Vine Whip. If it was a stronger move overall, that probably would have killed, but you know. Crab Hammer for this for sure. Sky Uppercut this for sure. Alright, already getting use of Vine Whip, which is huge. Ooh, don't Dragon Rage. Oof, quad damage? Nice. Okay, that's what we like to see. I won't mark anything that we use Vine Whip on, because I'm sure Vine Whip's not going to stay for long. I don't need Arrow Blast. I already turned it down, Surge. Okay. Ooh, Cooler Bag is nice. Because drinks don't count against your HP cap, which we already have a Lemonade, so that'll net us, what, 60? I think it's 60 for Lemonade. And Berry Juice and Berry Juices may be saved, which is huge. That would be really nice. Plus, we're already at 250. I don't need anything else. You know what? Yeah, Cooler Bag. Cooler Bag. See, our HP cap went from 250 to 170. Very nice. Another thing that I did not mention about Roguemon, if you don't know, there are cursed sections. So sections that you'll get a debuff. In A1 difficulty, it's only one section. In A2, it's two sections, I think, and I'm not 100% sure with A3 because I don't think I've ever actually really watched anyone do A3 all that much, but I think that goes up to 3. Like, I mean, you would imagine at least, right? Well, luckily it's actually a rather small section, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, 4 status heals: awakening, paralyze, confusion, burn. I'm okay with all that. No point in switching out this because it's not going to do anything. No point in switching. Yeah. All right. So I think we are good with all that. All right. Sell TM case. I'm very sad that no sludge bomb. Like, if there weren't any good moves, I probably would have hit reroll, or any good options, I probably would have hit reroll. But Cooler Bag is actually very nice. Alright, I'm gonna have to heal up, but we are good to move to the next section, and we get to see what our curse is. Ooh. 1,000 cuts. Permanent -5 HP cap when hit by an attack. Alright, we might not be full clearing this, this section, because I don't think I can afford. Alright, I'm hit. My plan is just, when in doubt, hit with our strongest move. Alright. Normal flying, drill pack. Sky uppercut. Okay, we didn't miss. Huge. Alright. Pupitar. I'm gonna hit Crab Hammer. We already know that kills. I probably could have used. Alright. I'm gonna probably switch that now. I would like to get items. Alright, so far we're getting lucky with things that we're going up against that we already know that we can pretty much kill, guaranteed. Or anything that we haven't run into yet, we can. Alright, Whirlpede. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Luxury Ball. Alright. So far none of the items have been worth it, but I've at least... I want this item. I want this item. Alright, Krabby comes out. Drill pack. Good. Larian comes out. We already know how this works. Bang. Done. Alright, next level we learn a move. Again, hoping for Crunch, Shadow Ball. I mean, granted, I would generally just take any Dark or Ghost move for the most part at this point. Alright, so far so good. Everything's working out. We haven't ran into like any walls or anything like that. Alright, so if we wanted to just end this section here, we could. The curse hasn't affected us in any way, shape, or form yet. All the items were worthless. Cool. Alright. I guess that's kind of like selectively do things. Alright. Esper now dies. Pilliswine. We Sky Uppercut. Good. Again, kind of risky. Oh, we already did this fight, right? What, there's only 3 more fights in here anyways? Wait, 3? Oh, I know which ones. The lava comes out. Crab Hammer. Beautiful. Drill Peck. Love it. Nose Pass comes out. Crab Hammer. Alright, I think we might be able to get through this without worrying. Charmed. Literally no good moves learned. Alright, we know Drip that kills. I was gonna say if Drill Pack doesn't kill there. Alright, only one more fight. Might as well do it. Water. Sky uppercuts are only neutral. Okay, that didn't hit us. Thank God. Alright. Made it through. Curse didn't affect us one bit. We'd love to see it. Alright. I will say this is like one of my favorite things about Roguemon is the fact that they programmed in, oh hey, by the way, here's a guy that's just gonna hand you flash. So you don't have to be like, well, I guess I need to learn how to do this blind. No. Just give me flash. Ooh, calcium. Yes. Give me the calcium to make our special attack keep going up. I will also need to use a repel. Sky Uppercut. Ooh. Neutral vapor. I'm unmarking that only because we don't know for certain what that setup is. Skada Sky Uppercut you. Ooh. Also, alright. Alright, Venomoth comes out. Drill Pick. Perfect. Ether. Getting a lot of PP hills. Like, if this was a A2 run, I'd be absolutely ecstatic. Because getting, especially a lot of PP heals this early, would set you up very well to clear Silco. Which in A1 isn't nearly as bad because you can use the bed one time while you're clearing Silco, which makes everything a lot easier. Sky Uppercut. Ooh. That is impressive. Right, we know you died to Drill Pack. Sky Uppercut. Sky Uppercut. Thank you. I'll just keep that as neutral, only because I know before that wasn't a guaranteed kill. Alright, we know you died to Drill Pack. Sky Uppercut. Ooh. You die now. Alright, so I'm gonna say plus HP. That might have... Was that around the time where we ran into someone that had barrier and I just completely forgot? That might have been. And we'll keep you neutral. Don't worry about it. Drill Pack, we know that should kill. We know that'll kill. Out of curiosity, Vine Whip? Eh. Got a little greedy there, probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I think what I should do is I only use Vine Whip if A, it's an absolute last resort, or B, if it's quad effective. Can we please quit missing? Thank you. Water Ice. Rock type. I want to save some of the Sky Uppercuts. Still at least a handful of I guess I just gotta go Drill Peck and hope. Alright. We didn't get hit with the effect spore. So, lucky for us. Oh, wait, no. Shit. I don't mean. That died. Yeah, okay, so this is awkward. Alright, I can at least Crab Hammer. Ooh, good. Crab Hammer killed. Ooh, Dragon Breath. Alright, now we're cooking here a little bit. I definitely think we get rid of Vine Whip. I think that just makes the most sense. Because no matter what we're still going to be able to hit everything. And then adding in Dragon, more PP, it's stronger, chance to paralyze. Yeah. I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's a no-brainer. We get rid of Vine Whip. Alright, we at least got one decent move out of leveling up. Dark Steel, perfect. You know this isn't gonna die to Sky Uppercut. Pretty much if it's quad weak, it should probably die. Honestly, at this point, what I should probably do is I should probably move Crab Hammer. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna move Crab Hammer at the bottom because that's gonna be like our last resort. We're clicking it for something very specific coming up type of deal. Flaffy with Intimidate. Dragon Breath? Drill Peck? Perfect. We'd like to see that. Rock Fire. So that's Crab Hammer all over. Shit, we're out of PP. Okay. Doesn't matter. Drill Peck takes care of things. We already know Drill Peck takes care of that. We gotta get an item up above over here. Ooh, you know this is gonna die to Drill Peck. Steel comes up. Crab Hammer's our best bet. Perfect. I would have been very sad if it had like plus special defense. Sharp Beak. Like, it feels like the game's telling me, hey, if you get the chance, you're gonna wanna unlock a Sharp Beak to really increase the amount of damage you do with Drill Peck. I was gonna say, Drill Peck obviously gonna kill. Yeah, the fact that that's still like actual neutral damage is kind of nuts. Kadabra comes up. We'll go Dragon Breath. Okay. Pretty much neutral no matter what you do. Poison Dark. Drill Peck. I will say so far I haven't like disliked any of the songs. I feel like a lot of the ones that I grabbed up are more like overtly chill. And I probably would have, I guess, wanted maybe a little bit more hype music, but you know, it's fine. We've at least got some nice little background music. Better than listening to normal game sounds sped up to 400%. Alright, cool. That section is completely cleared. We love to see it. Because that means more XP in our pocket. That means we're a higher level, so we're having a better chance of surviving. Even with minus defense, our defense is crazy. Kind of wish our speed was a little bit higher, all things considered, especially seeing as how the one thing we're actually weak to is special. Ew, Kingdra. Dragon Breath. Ooh. You became a fairy type. I'm glad I looked at that. Alright, Dragon Breath again. Okay, we know. So you died at that. Fighting normal, we Drill Peck. 47. Ghost Ice. Can't Sky Uppercut that, so I guess Drill Peck. Dragon Breath. Critical hit. Can't tell what that actually did. Crab Hammer. Please don't. Speed boost, huh? Okay, well. Oh, that's what... Wait. what was your team? Oh, the Frostlass was probably what the Golurk evolved into. Either that or Vibrava. So I'm basing off the fact that 30 was their first one, so it definitely can't be that. 30 right here's your other one. Yeah, okay, so it's the Frostlass. So that shouldn't evolve. It's always going to be a Frost. Yeah, it's a 480. So it's always going to be a Frostlass, and it's got decent defense. So guaranteed if I get lucky with Shadow Ball somewhere, that defense won't matter. Super effective stab, that'll absolutely nuke. Scraggy, we know Drill Peck kills. Crab Hammer. Also, I'm gonna say no special attack, because even with that being super effective, that really didn't do a whole lot. Drill Peck. Okay, so yeah, that's true neutral. That's not like, oh hey, did we actually use Drill Peck before we evolved or not? Ooh, fresh water, nice. Cooler bag coming in. HP up. Do I actually? Now we have 150 HP. I do not. I don't need that. Oh, lemonade is 80. Okay, it must be soda. That's the 60. I can never remember. Dragon Breath? Alright, well, at least that's neutral. I can live with that. We know you have rough skin. I'm fine with doing a double Dragon Breath there. That's fine. I usually save the double battle for last. Drill Peck. Drill Peck. Ooh, next level we learn our last move. Everybody start thinking Shadow Ball. We want Shadow Ball. Actually, knockoff's pretty decent. Stab knockoff. Oh shit, it's only 20 power? Okay, fuck that then. Is knockoff always 20? I thought I feel like it should be like a 60 power. It might have gotten bumped up in what, a later gen? Yeah. If it was more than 20, I'd be happy to grab it, but even with stab, that only brings it up to 30 power. It's just not worth it. Did we already see? Okay, I was gonna say, I can't remember if I already saw Shellos or if I was just like already in the middle of being disappointed that our last move was theoretically useful, but it wasn't actually helpful. Drill Peck. Drill Peck killing Porygon 2. We love to see that. I cannot use Dragon Breath. Okay, mark that off as a minus so that way I actually know. Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath killed there. I'll take that. I'm gonna Dragon Breath this. Right, it doesn't matter one way or another whatever I use. It's just always gonna take 2. Ground. Crab Hammer, please. Good. Alright, so far any of like the really high BST stuff we've run into, we've been able to one-shot. Dark Ice, Sky Uppercut. Shit. Alright, Sky Uppercut. Ghost comes out. Drill Peck. Alright, there's only 4 fights left. I'm poisoned. I didn't pick up a... Yeah, I don't actually have anything specifically for poison. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm good. I will close out this section. So now everybody watch, because it's the first time we haven't been able to full clear a section. So down here, it says, okay, we have Route 8, 1 mandatory, 8 out of 12 total. we heal. Next segment, Erica. So it immediately does that, and because I have like the one thing that like enforces the rules, anyone that I haven't battled does not want to battle me. Which is a really nice feature. Alright, so let's see. Items. Sharp. Seriously, why are so many sharp beaks? Is this the land of the sharp beaks? Full heal is actually kind of nice. Like, that would have been nice earlier, but it's not like needed, right? So we literally just got done healing up. Leftovers. Alright, Erica's Gym. For anybody that was here for when I did my little bit of Kaizo Ironmon, Erica's Gym was the furthest we ever made it. We lost mostly because we didn't have enough PP to actually make it through. And that was the annoying thing, because this was like the first like gym where it's like, oh hey, here's a million fights to do. But that Typhlosion we had, good Typhlosion. Dragon Breath because super effective. Poison comes up. All right, we know you are weak to that. Drill Peck. Drill Peck. Perfect. All right. Getting the PP max on Drill Peck was just so good. Drill Peck. Dark Ground. I'll Sky Uppercut that. I guess I'll Drill Peck that. Okay, doesn't matter either way. I didn't need to go for the super effective. Drill Burr. Alright. I should probably test. Oh. No, I wouldn't. Oh, thank God. That almost cost me. That misplay right there almost cost me. Alright, Sky Uppercut. Alright. We know Sky Uppercut kills now. I'm not worried about it. Drill Peck kills. Awesome. Alright, you. Drowsy comes out. Sandstream. Don't thank you. Yeah, I was gonna say, luckily you only have the one Mon. Skoropy comes out. Definitely gonna die. Pikachu comes out. Sky Uppercut. Love to see it. Pumpkaboo. Drill Peck. Level 50. Drill Peck. Chansey. Sky Uppercut. Give me this super effective. Huge. Alright. Erica. Rapidash. With Intimidate as well. Ugh, Drill Peck. Even without Intimidate, that would be still neutral. Loudred. Alright. I'm gonna hit Sky. Oh yeah, our defense is actually really solid. Alright. Okay, we know this kills. Even with attack down, we're fine. I'm gonna hit Sky Uppercut because I know the super effect. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna set. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you have minus, because if I wasn't attacked down, that would have one shot easily. Electric Ghost. I got a Dragon Breath. Ooh. Yeah, I really don't have much of an option here. I gotta Dragon Breath through that. Speed Boost. I was looking at special defense like, did I really use a physical move on this thing? No, I was just being an idiot. Come on, Shadow Ball. Okay, kind of close to a ghost move. All right. Hyper Potion could be really good here. We're at that point where we kind of really need to start upping the amount of HP heals we have. That being said, we do have 50 and 80. That's not counting towards our cap, so we are actually 150 more than what we're showing here. And I don't think Regenerator's super great. 3% of your max health every after every fight. I don't think I want to worry about re-rolling, to be honest. Because what, 3% of 100? Yeah, I don't see Regenerator being worth it in the long run. I think the Hyper Potion White Herb is going to be our best bet. Only other thing I might consider doing is hitting reroll here and seeing if I can get the move tutor. Because maybe they'll have you know what, no. Getting the heals here is gonna be probably what's gonna give us our best chance. Okay, as much as I would like to get rid of the full heal, I'll never be able to actually use everything, so I guess we gotta kind of hold on to it. I think at this point, I'm gonna get rid of that and bring on a poison, because again, I'm not nearly as worried about falling asleep. It's poison that's probably a lot more scary to me at the end of the day. Other than that, I don't feel like switching literally like any of this out, so... Alright, we'll cleanse, but first I want to get everything set up, actually. And then yeah, everything else can go. Alright, just out of curiosity, because I think what it normally does is it does this tutor. Extra sensory probably would have been a decent move to pick up. Probably technically would have been better than Dragon Breath, if we're being honest. Miracle Seed, XP Share, 2 revives. Okay. Shell Bell, and then we hold on. Alright. Then, alright, heal up real quick, because I don't want to forget this. Depending on how things go with this run, will determine how late I'm going to end up streaming. One thing I definitely want to do is I need to set up... Actually, I do want to see Sex Guy. I want to set up my scene for what I'll be streaming tomorrow. Because I have yet to set it up, and I still don't fully know what I want, but I figure at the very least, if... like, maybe I do it on stream, and if someone's in here with me and they want to, like, I guess, talk it out. And, like, they're like, okay, yeah, that works, that doesn't work type of deal, that would be nice. But obviously, like, if I just need to figure it out on my own, I will. Okay, good. So 2 ethers, 2 max elixirs, or 3 max elixirs. We're so set. Like, if we can't full clear Sylph and Victory Road, like, I'd be genuinely surprised. Also, there's 14 items in this place? Jesus. Bowling comes out, minus defense. Sky Uppercut. We know you die. Ground. I'll hit Crab Hammer. Pumpkaboo, we hit Drill Pack. I don't know why I hit Sky Uppercut there, but that's just good to know, I guess. Alright, we know you die. You should realistically die. Wish is boring. Alright, 108 attack is okay. It's double our level. I know when things like when you get stats that are looking real crazy, it's usually like 3 times your level. Choice band, we're never gonna use that. Ah, shit. Maybe I should be doing this on mouse and keyboard because that's what I'm more used to playing Roguemon on is mouse and keyboard. I'm gonna go Sky Uppercut because obviously that's gonna be our strongest option. Yeah, Sky Uppercut again. This is where we Crab Hammer. Sleep Talk and Protect. Oof, what a bad existence for Pupitar. Wax Incense is nothing. Return is nothing. Sky Uppercut. Like, if that was Brick Break, I'd probably... Shit. Well, there goes our full restore. Or our full heal. Which, you know, fine enough. We are... Oh, wait, shit. I forgot I switched to an antidote. God damn it. It's fine. Maybe in the long run it'll actually work out. Sweet Scent. Max Potion. Okay, so as you can see now, we are over the amount of heals we can have. We're 46 over, so I could theoretically drop like a super potion, like 2 super potions or something like that. Realistically, our best bet is just to drop the max potion because that's gonna just keep going up and up and up as our health keeps going up. At least hyper potion will stop going up after we get over 200 HP. If we get over 200 HP, which we're only 51, we should be roughly around level 90 by the time we get to the Elite Four, as long as we are able to keep clearing everything. So I would say realistically, we should be above 200 HP by then if I had to guess. So I'm just gonna toss the max potion. Because it is not gonna help us in any way, shape, or form. All right, 52. I probably should have taken a look to see exactly what stats we were getting. I'll try and remember that next time we level up. Mental Herb over White Herb. I'm trying to remember what's the difference. Because I think, honestly, if I remember correctly, the white herb isn't all that great. So I'll take that off, and just so I can see the descriptions between the two, because I can never remember which one's which. All right, Mental Herb is snaps out of infatuations. Ooh. That's oh, okay. And then stats. Okay, yeah. So the white herb is okay. So we give that. We get rid of the mental. The mental's. I thought the mental like did at least like a little bit more than that. Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath kills. That's good to know. I'm gonna Dragon Breath it. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's a good thing that we found out that it had Poison Point now. So we'll definitely want to watch out for fire types. Because Litten will evolve into, you know, some fire type in the future. So that will also have a Poison Point that we'll have to watch out for. Also, that went down rather slow. I'm going to assume that you had a lot of HP. Instant defense. Drown comes in. We Sky Uppercut. Beautiful. Gotharita. And let's hit Dragon Breath. Alright. It looks like no matter what we do, it's not going to be a great time for us. I will say I'm definitely glad that I now have Dragon Breath, because that pretty much guarantees that we at least have a non-contact move. Soda Pop there is huge, because that doesn't count towards our HP cap because of the cooler bag. All right, grabbing the cooler bag, paying off in spades. Joe back. Ooh. All right, we will crab hammer that next time. Sky uppercut. I'm trying to remember. So it's just normal AI. Ooh, at 30 IVs. Okay. Okay. Or wait, no. Is it? No, yeah, okay, so that is, I was like, that's a whole thing. So yeah, anything that we run into here is always gonna be like just a little bit stronger than your average mon. So like if that were to survive, it's because it has IVs on it. Sky uppercut is technically stronger. Alright, I'm gonna hit drill peck. Alright, we'll try Dragon Breath next time just to see if... Oh, I want to go to 1. What's the word I'm looking for? We'll try Dragon Breath next time if we need to. Oh, because of okay. Well, that kind of a bad time for that to end up getting procced, but whatever. Like maybe yeah. Actually no. I had to have it on because otherwise it wouldn't count. All right. Now what I always do after the game corner, I make sure to run over to here, and I pick up Fly. I don't immediately use Fly though. I do, however, I do immediately teach it because if I don't, I'll forget. I also teach Fly directly over Flash because you never use Flash again in the game. And then I run all the way over here, get this activated so it's done and out of the way. And then I never remember how exactly the Pokemon centers work, but I always like stop off along the way. And I just completely run all the way to the Pokemon Tower because it just makes the most sense. And we already healed up, so we're set there. All right, bag. Let's hit repel so we don't run into things. And completely clearing this more often than not is usually pretty easy, not gonna lie. It's not even the fact that you can use the healing area in here once. You don't even really need it. I grab it at the very end just to get the item. Yeah, and because we're actually like at the point of double a lot of these Pokemon's levels, I think I stopped taking notes in this like specific area because odds are we should be one-shotting just about everything here anyways. Okay, Hyper Potion. We definitely cannot afford a second Hyper Potion, and unfortunately we haven't taken any damage, so you just toss one. Getting big heals like that here kind of sucks. Crab hammer is what we normally do. 54. Yeah, we're already at 172. We've only went up a couple levels. I also just now realized I did not check to see what are... Not just out of curiosity. Yeah, not a big surprise. Oh, right, I shouldn't be taking notes. What am I doing? Black belt means nothing. It's new, you die. Nothing. Antidote is nice now that we have 2 of those. That kind of makes up for me screwing up the full heal. We Dragon Breath this. Okay, see, that one survived. So that's like kind of like surprising. I leave that there because again, like I said, I usually just wait until like the very end to pick it up anyways. sake, just don't burn me. I will say to like the people who can play things like this at like regular speed, like good on ya. It feels so weird to me to try and like play this at normal speed. Okay, Chesto Berry puts us over. So what I will do is I will actually put yeah, I'll put the Chesto Berry on. Just so it's on. Alright, now we do actually have to fight this because we cannot run from the fight. So this is a perfectly fine kill. Also, the fact that that survived is genuinely surprising. Alright, so then we go through these fights. Alright, these are actually level 30s, so let me... Alright, Poison, Fire. I'm gonna try Crab Hammer. I would definitely say, especially if anything dies to any of the special moves I use, I think it's probably safe to say that they're low speed. Ooh, Dark Poison. I'm gonna try Dropek. Ooh, wow, that died really quickly. That's a minus HP as well scenario. I'm gonna Crab Hammer this. That's also a minus HP scenario. Static, perfect. Which works out for me. Because, like I said, I leave that fight for last. So that way I can grab this item. Fig Berry. Fig Berry over Chesto? You know what? Yeah, give me that. Bag, Berry, Chesto. We'll toss the Chesto. At worst, if I get confused and things start looking bad and I desperately need to get out of confusion, which we have really high defense, so I'm not horribly worried, even though we also have really high attack. Jump back. Haunter comes out. Ghost, Poison. Yeah, drill pick. That's fine. You come out. We know you die. Water Ghost again. Drill pick. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Even if we were paralyzed, that would have been a nothing fight. Alright, so we can now wake up the Snorlax. Heal up. Alright, Chikorita. Spin your little leaf on your head and fly us over 2 towns. Beautiful. Alright, we come here. We play the flute. Now this one we can run away from. And be... Wow, Mega Swampert. Golly. Alright, and now we do as many of the fights here as we can. I will say my biggest thing here that essentially goes like against me is there's like a couple of items here that I cannot get to save my life. Quit using detect. Dude, you can't use detect 3 times in a row. Quit being a dick. We did this fight, right? No. Shift Tree comes out. Drill Peck, easy kill. Umbreon comes out. Sky Uppercut. Good. I will say, arguably, that was not an easy kill no matter what I would hope. Pretty much anything that's a higher BST than me, I'm going to assume, unless... I don't need that. If it's a higher BST than me, I'm just going to assume that it's never a guaranteed kill, unless it's like this and it's a quad effective. Like, I don't think at any point in time, if King Gambit comes up, I'm not going to be able to Sky Uppercut through its face. Like, yeah, I was going to say Drill Peck here. Good chance not gonna kill. Just because of it being a 550 BST. And clearly it does have very solid defense. You wanna go out, don't you? right, once I get done with this battle, all right, controlling that, that's fine, because blind's not gonna do me any good. Crab hammer? Crab hammer. Ayo, Mojo, how's it going? How is your Saturday? Really had to think about that. All right, everybody, give me a few moments. I will be right back. Oh, you gotta fetch Penny some snacks? Well, perfect, because I gotta go take her outside anyway. So it was like we'll both be taking care of Penny. But everybody give me a few moments. I will be right back.
On the toilet and wonder why you ate all that.
Oh, hey, Adam. Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. What a time for me to go on a break. Perfect timing. Yeah. Oh, Adam. What were you getting up to? Ooh, Legend ZA. How far are you in it? What are you doing? What are you up to? Are you doing like some shiny hunting? Are you trying to finish up main game DLC? Good luck on Pokemon. I appreciate it. For everybody joining us, I'm playing Roguemon. Don't know what Roguemon is? Well, my first question is, do you know what Kaizo Ironmon is? If you know what that is, this will make a lot more sense a lot quicker. If not, I'll kind of go into it. You play through the game. It's completely randomized. You only get one Pokemon. In Roguemon specifically, it turns into a bit of a roguelite where you get like different sections that you have to go through and clear at a time. Certain sections give you bonuses. Certain sections can give you debuffs. It's a whole thing. If you stick around long enough, you'll understand. It'll make a lot of sense as we play through. So give it some time. It's a good time, I swear. Started on Mario 64 speedruns, very nice. Then did Resident Evil 3 Classic speedrun, very nice. Then did Lost Souls Aside, okay. Then did some Minecraft and finished on Shiny Hunting and Legends ZA. Wowee, busy day for you, Adam. It's like finished the main game and DLC and just doing some shiny hunting. That's fair. I still need to finish the DLC. For me personally, ZA's DLC just, I don't know. There's something about it that just it doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit quite the same. Okay, the fact that we killed there, and I don't think that was a crit. At least I didn't see the word crit come up. Sky uppercut. Just out of curious, Dragon Breath? Okay, so Dragon Breath might technically be better. Sky Uppercut again? Solid. The DLC feels grindy as hell, like grindy on games, but yeah, like there's something about it that feels off. Like I guess like if it wasn't just the like you needed, if you didn't need the donuts to go to the other realm type of deal and like how much it affected, I'd probably enjoy it more. It's just something about it feels just kind of blah. Rock. Okay, so I also think, at least for myself, if it came out closer to the release time of ZA, I probably would have been more into it. It's just like with how much time there was in between ZA's release and then me getting the DLC, it kind of like my level of excitement about it kind of fell off. Not that, you know, I didn't enjoy ZA to begin with type of deal. Like I genuinely really enjoyed it. It's just if I was still in that like Pokemon ZA mindset, I'd probably be like, oh my god, let's do this some more. Put it back to 100 speed. I can never get... Okay, we got one. Speed this up. It's like one of the few items that I know I can like more easily get. There we go, silk scarf. Okay, I know there's like at least 2 more items. Like I think one on the left side of the road, one on the right side of the road. It's just a pain to get. Good luck on Pokemon. Appreciate it. Surprisingly enough, this is our very first attempt at ghost types for Roguemon, and we're already on a run. And so far it's been going decently well. I definitely think we have a fair chance of getting to the Elite Four at the very least. Getting to the Elite, like getting through the Elite Four isn't, you know, guaranteed by any stretch, because that's where things can really get spiked up. But as of right now, I'm fairly confident that we should at least be able to make it to the Elite Four, which will be really nice. Neutral on that. That's good to know. Rock Fairy, Sky Uppercut for neutral. Ooh. And you. Alright, so Carbine comes out. I should probably just hit Crab Hammer. Ooh, I don't like the look of you, Raging Bolt. Please have awful Spidey. You know what? Of course you burn me, dick. I was gonna say, I think I should have a burn heal, right? I do have a burn heal. Yeah. I'll use the burn heal. Because if I can at least get a couple more fights out of this, I'll be happy. Drill pack. Ooh. And poison point? Jesus. Alright, I mean, I do have... I'm trying to think. We have 7 more fights to go. We're 59 right now. Ugh. Actually, we're already pretty close to the health cap anyways. I'll even use the super. Alright. So that gives us a little bit more breathing room for items that we can pick up, because I know we're going to have a lot of item checks in... what's it called? Safari Zone and Silphco. So it's probably not bad to use them now. Alright, we got one more Baldy here, which I think it's this guy up here. Yeah, it's this guy up here. Perfect. And then it's the 3 bird guys and the 2 swimmers after this. Oh, right. I could probably use one of the ethers to make sure I have... Right, if I run into one more thing that's like, hey, you should probably use Sky Uppercut on this, I'll just use the ether. But I'm going to see if I can get through this without having to use an ether. Normal psychic. That's crit. Can't tell anything on that. Alright, I'm gonna try Dragon Breath. Speed boost and double team. Ugh. Please no. Crab Hammer. Ooh. Okay. Crab Hammer. Not it. I mean, grant, not a big surprise. We only have 89 special attack. Okay, drill pack because it's our... It's practically there. Level 60, fire, psychic, Crab Hammer. Ooh, we will take that. We'll take that indeed. Hey, look, it's the small version of us. Alright, we know Crabominal dies. 2 more fights left. And sadly, we haven't been taking any damage. We legitimately essentially wasted 2 heals. Which, arguably better safe than sorry. Back breath. Ooh, just out of curiosity. I feel like that... Actually, I'm just gonna leave that neutral, I guess. I don't know. Bug rock. I don't have any more PP. Crab hammer. Dragon breath. I will accept that. All right. Yeah, no, we could have very well just not healed. Though again, 70 losing out on 70 HP heals isn't that big a deal because obviously we still have soda, fresh water, and lemonade. That's not counting towards our HP cap. Okay. Good. Koga's where things start to get really scary, if we're being honest. And speed boost. Oh, okay, good. All right. I also say that's just generally slower. Like if it got a speed boost and I'm still faster than it, it's not very fast. Though honestly, 152 speed, we're looking pretty decent for speed. Jopek. Hit it with the Dragon Breath. Thank you for using Camouflage. Intimidate's annoying. I'm gonna still use Jopek though. Honestly, all things considered. Water Electric. I'm gonna try Drag. Ooh. That doesn't actually raise this. Yeah, okay, so that does. Okay, so you have crazy spit. Oh, shit. I thought I was clicking into. Yeah. If I didn't have Intimidate on me, that probably would have been significantly better. Even with Intimidate, that one shot. Steel. Got just the move for you. Oh, perfect. All right. For a second there, I saw something pop up. I was like, oh, don't tell me it has static or something. Rough skin, I can look. Wow. That's... All right. I'm also going to say you have high HP. Like, that's insane. I mean, both are going to be neutral anyways, and Sky Uppercut is, what, slightly stronger? Yeah, 85 on Sky Uppercut. Definitely if we can get another, like, PP max or PP up, I'm putting it on, Sky Uppercut. Being confused. Bag. Berry. Use the person. You bitch. Okay. Perfect. Oh, so minus that. I should also probably be clicking on things that are like marking things faster and slower than me. Oh. Alright, Sky Uppercut is our best bet here. Alright, seen Ogrepon die. Huge. Jopek. Neutral. Alright. I'm gonna use the Super Pot. Just in case, because like I said, Koga can be scary. The nice thing is we don't have to worry about crits. Not surprised that's 4 times. Electric Dark, Sky Uppercut's got this. Rock Ice, Sky Uppercut. You had a lot of HP. Ground, Steel. Speed falling. Oh, I don't have more PP. Shit. Alright. If I would have hit Sky Uppercut, I probably would have been fine. Ooh, actually, oh, you have IVs, don't you? Smart 0 IVs. Okay. Interesting. Dude, can you please stop? Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright, if we want to do this right. If we want to do this right. I'm going to say super. Alright, paralyze heal. Alright, him having heat waves not great. Yeah, really not great for us. Alright. We got a hyper. And Sky Uppercut's gonna be neutral, right? Yeah, Sky Uppercut. Oh, you have so much defense. Oh, and of course, okay. Bag, ether, crab hammer. Bag. I don't have a burn heal, do I? That's actually really bad. Okay, we're probably dead here. Alright. Oh, so close. So freaking close. I'm trying to remember what even Zap Cannon. Yeah, and Zap Cannon hit us at least 2 more times. I know I could have sworn we killed the first. Maybe we had a bigger level gap. That is a shame. Yeah. All right. Let's take a quick look at the log. Yeah, the moves were honestly just kind of shit. TM. Jim. Scary facade, scary face, water gun, heat wave. I mean, picking up heat. I mean, yeah, none of those would have been really great for us. We kind of got screwed on obviously getting hit with Zap Cannon, paralyzed, all that. Kind of a tough fight. We didn't have anything specifically for you. You two probably would have been fine. Sabrina probably would have been a pain in the ass. Blaine would have actually been fairly easy. 3 things that would have been absolutely destroyed by, well, maybe not destroyed, but really messed up by either Sky. Actually, what? These would have been really weak against either Drill Peck or Sky Uppercut. This would have been just kind of whatever, and then this would have at least been weak to Dragon Breath, so that would have been too crazy. Sky Uppercut, Drill Peck, Drill Peck as well, because that's part fighting, kind of neutral. That would have been scary. That would have been 100% scary. That probably would have ended our run as well. If our luck, like, if we got lucky with Koga, it probably would have ended here. And then just out of curiosity. Yeah, Lorelei's already stacked a legendary, a mythical. Bruno, not as bad. Agatha. not crazy. Lance, honestly, not bad. And again, wow, double mining, that's hilarious. Definitely doable. Definitely doable, but not quite what we would have wanted. Alright, well, we move on to the next one. And then there you go. You get put right back into the lab. You get to go again, and you can switch up your types if you want.